More trouble with Iran today as they reportedly warned a U.S. warship to leave the area where the Iranian Navy is testing submarines, destroyers, and missile launchers. It's near the Strait of Hormuz. Now, there was no immediate reaction from Washington to this latest show of belligerence from Iran. But the big question is, has the president given Iran too long of a leash? Joining me now, Congressman Marsha Blackburn. Congressman, thanks for joining me. I know this is an issue that gets you fired up. So,
yes, it does.
And it should, because Iran has gotten everything that it's wanted from President Obama.
That's right.
They push the envelope more and more and more from what they did with those sailors to just every aspect of this. And now, to request that we leave the area, what do you make of it all?
I think that they're trying to stir up some mischief, and they don't want us to know about it. So therefore, when our warships went into the Sea of Oman and near the Strait of Hormuz, they decided they were going to say, get out of here, because they are out there testing something, and we don't know exactly what that is. We don't know who they've worked with to get that equipment, and they don't want us to have that information. Now, it goes back to the Iran nuclear agreement and the president saying, oh, we just need to trust them. We need to trust this ruling regime to follow through and make good on this agreement. We knew they weren't going to make good on it and stick to what they had agreed to, and now we're seeing it again. You know, they're out here, they're testing this equipment. They have held our sailors. We have seen that video with them on their knees. It is absolutely despicable. And I think John Kerry ought to get out there and play a little hardball with Iran. Maybe we need to go back to sanctions on Iran.
You know, having said that, then could the next president, you know, I've been told this is true, and I'll ask you, could the next president come in and immediately sort of issue an executive order, you know, getting rid of this agreement and getting back to basics again, sanctions and the kind of behavior that the world demands if they are going to be a part of the world community?
I think he would need a vote of Congress to completely rescind the entire thing. But the next president, a Republican president, is going to have a very busy first couple of days. I hope they've got that pen ready and a string of executive orders ready to undo a lot of what the president has done, including the executive amnesty program and including allowing Syrian refugees into this country when we have no way to properly vet them.
Speaking of a GOP president, of course, a lot of news here in the last 24 hours. Donald Trump, as of now, sitting out of the Fox News debate. What do you make of that?
Well, I'm one of those, I would say, go in and debate and take your best game in there. I'm not endorsing in the campaign, so I'm not close to any of the campaigns. I don't know what the strategy is. What I do know is this, is the American people are ready for what I call an outsider candidate. And I think this is going to be an outsider year. You've got Trump and Cruz at the top of the heap, and I think they're the two that are probably coming down the straightaway, and one or the other of them will be our nominee.